All right, we're back with another review here at Total Toy Recon. We've got a monster review. This is the 1/7 scale Cad Bane statue from the Book of Boba Fett. That's right. Now, we've done the Cad Bane Clone Wars mini bust recently. However, you can check that review out at the end. I will tag it. But this thing is enormous. This is a big box. You can see the sides here. Unfortunately, I try to pull back as much as I can. Limited to 3,000 pieces. This is Cad Bane as he appeared in the Book of Boba Fett. Realistic version of Cad Bane, and a couple years older. Maybe a little bit more sleeker. He did survive the Clone Wars. He survived the fall of the Empire. So we're going to open this up. I mean, this is huge. This is a big box. It's filling my entire screen. We are going to open it up, see how it is. It's all, got to check out that base. It's all about the base. And we're going to see what it's like. Is it worth $200? That's what we're going to find out. Here we go. All right, so I've got him just about out of the styrofoam coffin, and I want to say this is always a thing you have to be careful of when you're opening them up. Sometimes Gentle Giant has like arms, the interchangeable heads, interchangeable arms, hands, fists, pistols, weapons, lightsabers, what have you. But sometimes they're attached, and that's our danger point. So you got to really look at that. Really be careful how you move him around, how you get him into where he's going to be, because eventually you are going to restore this thing and put him back in the box one day. Move him, you move him to a house. I rotate mine through on the mantelpiece. So it is good to change them out from time to time. But always be careful, because already, look, I'm like trying to figure out, like I'm trying to close it again. And how does that fit in there? Is it up here? No, it is not. So already I'm like, yeesh, when he goes back in the box, it's going to be a treat. Here we go. All right, so we have our letter of authenticity right here, 184 of 3,000, and then we get our little book. It has a whole bunch of new stuff in it, some of which we reviewed, some of which we haven't, but we're going to slowly turn him here. I wish I had a rotating thing, but I don't, so we're totally going to get him here. Ooh, wow. Okay, so I like to start with my danger points. Obviously, danger point right here, we've got the pistol, very fragile, very careful, and then we have the moisture evaporator right here. So we've got to be careful of that. Plus, we've got a great sand kick up here of smoke and dust and things coming up. Great to catch the light, but also very careful. I love the lone gunman look. Obviously looking very much like Lee Van Cleef from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Many of you will also know him as the head guy in Escape from New York, with Kurt Russell, who was, the guy back at the base who was, telling him what he had to do and everything. So what pops immediately? Of course, we have the red eyes, the blue. A lot of people complained about how he looked on the show. This is a fantastic, realistic interpretation, especially of that character. And now it's here in my hand. I wish the action figure was as cool as this. We have the other pistol right here. The pistol here, obviously, we have the gauntlets. Great. The blue here. All the blue with the skin, awesome. Gotta love, we have the metal tips on the boots here. No spurs, per se, but, I guess they wouldn't go that far. Why would he need spurs, especially if he's riding a swoop bike or a speeder bike? But just the colors pop. The jacket is fantastic. We have so many different layers of color for the jacket. The pants here are different. The boots are real dusty and faded from walking in the sand of Tatooine. And then we have the breathing tubes here. But the hat is just awesome. Just a little bit of a nick right here on the tip of the hat. But I think that's part of it. But just a great... Wow, I'm so scared of this. But I think all of this is weird to me, is that it comes as one piece. Usually, sometimes, like, you put this guy on a base... This thing is usually attached to the base, but then he fits on with his boots, have like magnets in them, and then there's like a pipe, and then maybe you put the arm on here for shipping. But this is an enormous box. It really is. And the box, I think the box weighed 6 pounds. That's a lot. So we're going to push him back here. We'll do some scales so that you guys can get a better sense of what we're dealing with here. So here's a 6-inch archive Boba Fett, and I'm going to put him on the base. Like, he's really, like, that's him right there. We've got that Boba, And then we'll stick in the world of the Book of Boba Fett. Here we have an original Kenner Bib Fortuna. So you're really seeing how immense Cad Bane is. And then, of course, let's just give you straight up. We are at 10.5 inches. I mean, but his arm length from the tip of the gun to, I guess, the back of his jacket here is over a foot. No, it's about a foot. So lots to take in. This is a centerpiece collection, obviously. If you've got one of those square box frameworks for all your books, your movies, your comics, all that kind of stuff, or if you just display a whole bunch of these guys, this one's going to go in there and he's going to stand by himself. He is not going to be near anybody else. Fantastic piece, worth the $200, easy. What I'll say is too, and I'll bring him in. Here we have the animated version, so you can see some differences here, subtle differences, not only just in the look of it, but animated, live action, Clone Wars after the fall of the Empire. So a little bit different here, just little subtle differences, but still you can tell that the character is there. No Indiana Jones bag on this guy. Looking in the coat, nope, nothing there. So definitely recommend picking both up. You can get them on Gentle Giant. This is the kind of thing you may find at your local comic book store, but if you order directly from Gentle Giant, you're going to get free shipping. So you might as well just do that. And then if there's anything wrong with it, they'll get you another one. This is Bob from Total Toy Recon, thanking Gentle Giant for sending this bad boy out. He is fantastic. Please subscribe to my channel, like me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube. Have a good night.